Ba-doop-a-doop. I want to preface this all by saying I don't know why Omori's got this freaky starting screen. Kind of spooked me out. Also, yes, I do have a controller plugged in. Can you imagine? Can you imagine using a controller for a video game? Crazy, crazy, I know. Oh, yeah. There's a lot left of this game. I'm really scared. I'm just gonna jump into it. Last time we went into the black space and we found a lot of glitch doors, and then we popped back into reality. Yeah, that's about it. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. Just gotta make sure. Toilet, 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 toilet. Brush teeth. Do you want to brush your teeth? Brush your teeth every day. Thank you. I got a Steam achievement for brushing my teeth. That's crazy. Oh, I thought that bum 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 was like an in-time door knock. Good morning, Omori. Rise and shine. Top of the morning, Omori. You better start eating before I finish it all. I already ate most of the bacon, though. You monster frisbee. Another plate of bacon coming in hot. Oh boy, all for me? Thanks a bunch, bro. That was a good doorbell sound. That was a really good doorbell sound. It's you! Ew, what is all this? What the heck? Did you get egged? What's going on over here? Dang it, Cal, now I have eggs all over me. Classic. Well, I'm sorry, but you're the last person I expect to see here. What are you doing here anyway? I was just about to get to that. It's Aubrey. She's not answering her door, or her back door, or the rocks we've been throwing at her window. Classic move. I know this is your fault somehow. Tell me what you did to her. We didn't do anything to her. She's the one with the problem. Oh no. Hold on, Kel. If Aubrey's that upset, we should at least try to do something to help. This is Aubrey we're talking about. We've all known each other since we were kids. I can read English. You weren't there when she pushed Basil into the lake. I told you, she's different now. Welcome to ChatGPT. We're learning that Aubrey is missing now, too. We shouldn't bother with people like her. It's true that she's changed, but it doesn't change the fact that I still care about her. And even if she doesn't show it, I'm sure Aubrey still cares about it. Me too. That's just the kind of person she is. I don't know about that. Today is our last chance to do this before Omori leaves. There's no way I can just let it end like this. You should change the color? Color of what? Well, me and Omori can tag along. But you're gonna have to be the one doing the talking. She listens to the most chat text? Oh, you're right. Sorry, other ones. The white looks terrible. But in this one, the white doesn't look so good. Thank you. Thanks, Cal. Hey Kim, thanks for asking for help. You're a good friend. Huh? Sure, whatever. Grumble, 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 grumble. Why don't you head out first? We'll meet you there. Okay then. See ya. Wait, where are we going? I missed the part where we were going somewhere. Yo, Omori, thanks for letting us sleep over last night. For spending your last few days with me. You're a real friend. High five. Do you want? Yes, I want a high five, Cal. Who's gonna leave Cal frickin' hanging? Oh, we're going now. I was waiting for more text. But apparently it's run at full speed time. I wanted my eyes to open slowly for that. Hold on. That was slightly better. Excuse me. Apparently making motor sounds was too much. I was supposed to watch the new dance I made up today. Do you think she's avoiding me on purpose? Oh, man. Hello? Is anyone there? Come to think of it, have we all ever been inside Aubrey's house before? I don't think so. She always comes over to play with us. I don't remember hanging out at her house at all. Do I want a warning? No, GTP. I want all surprises, but thank you. Bunk, bunk, bunk. Hello, Aubrey. Is anyone home? Hello. Hey, you guys. Oh, it looks like the door was open. Let's go inside. Hero? Hero. Do not just go into people's houses. Ooh, Hoarder's house. Aubrey's mom. Fascinated with the television. Toilet, 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 toilet. Hell yeah, toilet. Kel is a mood. I wish I was more like Kel. Maybe one day. Hey Aubrey, how are you feeling? What the heck are you guys doing here? Get the hell out of my room. We're sorry for intruding. It'll only take a little bit. We wanted to make sure you were okay. I'm fine. I've been hearing some things, but I just wanted to hear it from you. Can you tell me what happened yesterday? Nothing happened. You pushed Basil into the lake. You know he can't swim. I didn't mean to do that, okay? I meant to push him away. He could have drowned. I said it was an accident. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. You're the one that keeps showing up and acting like you're better than everyone. Well, you're the one going around bullying Basil and stealing his stuff. Stop talking like you know anything about me. Goodness. I keep telling you, this is none of your business. But it is my business. You and Basil and everyone here, you were my best friends. Hey, real floppa. Alright. I see the problems here. This is just your typical Cal and Aubrey fight. Just make up, you two. You've done it so many times before. You have arrived, Floppa. Welcome to the mortal realm. Hey, there are the missing photos of Mari. They're all I have left of her. But you know, it's still not right to take them from Basil. These photos belong to him. Well, it's no use now. Even if we have these photos, I already threw the rest away. They must be long gone by now. That's not true, Aubrey. Omori has them right here. Oh, what? He does? Goodness. But how? I could have sworn I threw them away in the trash. Unless you boys are dumpster divers. Ew. She does have a bunny, you're right. That's awesome. You really dug through my trash for that thing? You guys are weenies. That is a cute bunny. Thank you for pointing out the bunny. I probably would have missed it. Kind of loving the bunny now. Big tea sip. That's kind of gross. Dumpster divers. Aubrey. Oh, excuse me, wrong voice. Aubrey, let's put Mari's photo back in the photo album. All these photos, they belong together in one place. Hiro took the photo album from you. Photo album, photo album, photo album, photo album. Come on, guys, we should do this together. Oh, just like you did, like, in the first hour of the game. What is this? Was I supposed? Oh, okay. I don't know where these photos go. A new pet on stream? GGP, do you think I can just, like, put a gif of a bunny on? Is that something I can do with the power of the interwebs? I'm not saying I can't. I can probably just find a gif of that. There we go. Oh, it goes right there. I know it tells me where to put it in. Listen, I have the same problem with my ex-wife. She was like, put it in here, and I was still like, I'm sorry, that made me laugh a little too much. I like Omori in the box still. Don't give me the eyebrow like you don't know what I'm talking about. That shit's hilarious. Mood indeed, GTP. Okay. Nope. Thank you for redeeming nothing, Floppa. With your new and improved nothing, you will receive even less nothing than you received before. And at 5 minutes of wait time, you'll be very upset when you realize you can't redeem nothing again. And call me big poopy head names. Red nothings. Yeah. I really didn't want to acknowledge 50 nothings in a row every 5 minutes. As much as I like the concept of nothing as a redemption, I didn't want to keep having to look at 20 nothings in a row. Oh, right there. How are you, Floppa, by the way? I never gave you the proper how do you do's. What do you think happens if I just give up putting these photos away? Excuse me? Oh. I'm not reading all these photos. Are you kidding me, GTP? Besides, they're all just scribble. Scribble, scribble, scribble. That's what you'd hear me. You'd hear me go scribble, scribble, scribble. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Are these black outlines easier for other people to see? Because I'm trying to see them and I'm like... I can blame it on my color blindness, but... it doesn't seem like that should be a factor. Especially when the photo's already over it. Doesn't seem like I should be able to see it at all. This is quite the task. Are we still missing a photo? Is that the joke? Is that the joke? Why we took all this time? Is we're gonna be like, hey, we're still missing one photo. Are you done looking at your photo album? Yes. There. Now everything is back where it should be. Looks like one photo is still missing, but at least the rest of them are back together. Now, doesn't that feel better? We really did have a lot of fun together, huh? Y'all. I guess we really did or something. I'm sorry, guys. I've been acting like such a jerk. I'm sorry too, Aubrey. I really haven't been treating you so great either. Alright, apologies accepted. Now we can all be friends again. Who wants group makeout? Come on, Hero. Not now. You're so embarrassing. I'm good. Thanks. All we need to do now is check up on Basil. Hope he's feeling himself today. Aubrey? Know everything I heard from Aubrey, know everything I heard from Kel. I'm sure you know you need to apologize to him. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Aubrey. It's good to have you back. Now let's get out of this house. Okay. We've got the whole team looking for Basil in reality. And in, not so reality. And Aubrey's mom drunk and passed out at the TV, I guess. Hey, yo, Aubrey? Are you here? Hey, Kim, I'm good. Thanks for bringing everyone here. Hey, yo, guys! Aubrey here! What it do? Yo, Aubrey, are you feeling any better? We even saved a taffy for you. What happened in there? Your face is all red. Do you need me to teach someone a lesson? Don't worry about me, guys. Sorry for ignoring you all earlier. Hey, it's no biggie. We're just glad you're alright. Right, Charlie? Yeah. Aubrey, let's go hang out at the park. I want to show you some cool new moves I came up with. I was up practicing all night. That sounds fun, but maybe later. I have something to take care of first. We all hang out tomorrow, I promise. Sorry for going out of character. Oh, okay. We'll see you later then. Aubrey, don't keep us waiting too long. You know I won't, Kim. I can't keep away from those luscious lips. O.M. Glob. I'll be back before you know it. Bread. What are you talking about bread for? Can you tag them now? What do you mean tag them? I'm looking at bread and a game of tag. What are you guys talking about? Oh, I can still just go to the lake apparently. You got the team together. Can I tag them? Oh, I know what you mean. No, I'm holding the tag button and it does not let me tag them in. But that was a good call. That was a really good call, GTP. Brett is cool now? Brett is cool. I found a seashell. And she sells seashells by the seashore. The plains in Spain remain mostly in the main, or something. However that saying goes. Maybe when they fight, maybe. Wait, is this Basil's house? No, this is not Basil's house. Let me out! Alright, Basil. Let me in. Let me in, Basil. Hey Polly, how's Basil's doing? We weren't wondering if we could hang out today. Oh, hello everyone. I'm afraid Basil isn't home right now. He's in the hospital? What happened? Yeah, I want to know too. Oh, my apologies. Let me clarify. Basil's in the hospital visiting his grandma. Oh, okay. The grandma we gave medicine to, right? Oh no, I'm really sorry to hear that. Do you know where he'll be? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe sometime in the afternoon. Sorry. Would you mind if we check back here later? We're really worried about him. I don't mind at all. Please come back to visit. I think Basil would appreciate having some friends over. I'm happy to know that Basil has friends that care about him so much. Aw, what a sweetheart. Oh, it's nothing. Friends are supposed to be there for each other. Right, Aubrey? Yeah. Sure. Anyway, we'll be back. See you, Polly. Okay, see you. Well, I guess we have to wait until he gets back. Is there anything you guys want to do until then? I'm okay, just hanging and doing whatever. Then I vote somewhere indoors. It's way too hot out today. Sure, maybe we can hang out at our house a little. And then later, when it cools down, we can all go see the treehouse. Oh yeah, we should do that. Maybe we should fight random strangers, GTP. Our old treehouse? I haven't even been there in so long. Yeah, we haven't yet either. We wanted to go see it yesterday, but it was too dark outside. How about it, Omori? What did you want to do today? It's your last day, so let's let you call the shots. You should decide how we would spend your last day in Faraway Town. Faraway Town? Are they only dropping the name of this town now? Crazy. Let's play in traffic. Spend the last day in hell. Wuss, you want to spend your last day here? Is that a real cat or a fake cat? GTP says it's a real cat. I have my doubts. The sun's about to set. We've been outside for 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, Flappa, Omori, the main character, is moving out after the day. So, like, the friends are kind of missing Omori. Wow, I guess you really are moving away, huh, Omori? Excuse me, wrong voice. When I see this empty house, it all feels so sudden, but for you, moving away must have been a long time coming. I hope you find some peace out there, or, you know, some happiness. How sweet of Aubrey to be like, yo, this actually does suck. But even through all that, I'm relieved that we were still able to become friends again. I'm happy that we're all here, that we can face this together. It's okay, Hero. I'll go first. Thank you for redeeming nothing, Flappa. You're the real, Flip-Floppa? We'll go with that. When you move away, do you think it'd be too much trouble if you could... What in the world did I just hear outside? Actually, never mind. It's nothing. I think Aubrey wanted us to call her. Call her Shorty. Oh, his... Well, I didn't know that, GTP. Way to hit me with a spoiler. Toy is long forgotten, discolored by weather. Oh, no. This is where... Yeah. It feels like forever ago, but I can still remember that day perfectly. That day was really busy in the morning. I went out with my mom to buy some nice clothes and shoes. We spent all day shopping and didn't get home until the afternoon. I remember that day too. I went out to get a haircut with Dad. Oh yeah, you were there with your dad too, Aubrey. We were preparing for something, weren't we? Yeah, we were. We were going to watch Mari and Omori's music recital. It was supposed to be that night. But when we came home in the evening, even after all this time, I still don't understand why she would do it. I don't think any of us ever will. Hey guys, let's keep going. No wonder you weren't able to go in the backyard for all that time. That's crazy. Also, are we gonna like be too big for the playhouse? Oh my. Wow, this place has seen better days, but it looks like everything is right where we left it. All our old stuff is still here. Hey look, here's our playing cards. I was just the best at card games, wasn't I? Missed our plant tag. Oh, you're so dirty. Look at all these old books. So this is where all my cookbooks went. Dang, I think I just stepped on some jacks. Oh man, such good times. GTP, it was requested, and I think it's adorable, so I added it to the redemptions. Why didn't we have a toaster in here? Oh, I can move again. An old TV. Cal brought it up here, but was pretty bummed when he found out he couldn't use it. Oh no. Cal's old shoes. Hero's cookbook. A baseball bat. Mara used to play softball, but she quit when she injured her knee. Plant made from paper. Aubrey and Basil made these together. The missing photo! Don't forget it's in the toy box. You put the toy box key in your pocket. Hey look, Omori found a photo of us. We all look so happy. Wasn't there a photo missing for the album? That must be it. Hey, you're right. Take your photo out, Omori. We should add it in. But where does it go? Guys, where could it possibly go? Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh no. Wait. What? Oh, okay. Basil's memories. There, now the photo album is complete again. You know, this is probably the last time that we'll all be here together in the treehouse. Now that the photo album is complete, we should look through it one last time. Good idea, Hero. Let's start from the beginning. My first photo. It's my best friend Omori trying out his new violin. He started taking lessons again so he could play at a recital with his sister. It's my 12th birthday today. I thought my friends forgot, but they're all surprised me with a strawberry cake. I feel so lucky. This year is looking to be a good year. Another group photo. This was a little after I opened all my presents. Mari bought me this photo album, and everyone else bought me film for my camera. I'll try my best to use it all. Just Cal being Cal. So many party hats. Oh, I just read that. Thank you. Omori playing a video game on the couch. Mori's a little shy, but he's a really good listener. I always ended up venting to him when I get upset or stressed. Sometimes I feel like I'm bothering him, but he never seems to mind. Mari and Hiro fell asleep on the couch. They look so cozy together. Hee. Mari's dad might be kind of mad at him if he saw it. Oh no. Oh, I didn't mean to read it again. Hiro and Mari washing dishes from breakfast. We're staying over with Mari and Omori this weekend. It's getting warmer lately, so we're about to go to the park. Kel says there's a secret lake area behind some bushes, so we're all going to check it out. Whew. We're back from the park, but Kel is still full of energy. He challenged Hiro to an arm wrestling match, but we all know who's going to win. Please go easy on him, Hiro. I don't even need to read this one. Kel was still feeling a little sad about losing to Hiro in arm wrestling last night, so Hiro decided to lean in for a smooch. Kel looks so annoyed. Aw, brotherly love. Me showing Omori a book I've been reading. Mari stole my camera and took this when I wasn't paying attention. I should really keep better track of my things. Yeah, I think Hiro and Mari. I think there's a whole like love square going on actually. It's all of us cuddling with Omori's stuffed animals. He has so many and they're all so soft. I wish you could just lay here forever. Aww. It's already the last day of March. We're having a picnic with Mari at her secret lake spot. Mari wanted to take a picture of everyone. Say cheese! I know, I saw the dog too. After eating all the food, everyone fell asleep except me, Hiro, and Mari. Something unfortunate happened when I was taking the photo. Ahem. Thanks a lot, Hector. Oh, I guess Hector ran through the picnic and got ketchup on people. I think. I'll have to cover it with tape later. Oh, I guess that's why he ripped. I guess that's why there's a rip there. Okay. I caught Mari carrying Omori on the way home from school today. He must have fallen asleep on the bus. I thought it was so cute, so I got my camera out as quick as I could to snap this once-in-a-lifetime photo. Sigh, sometimes I wish I had a sibling. Mari is teaching everyone how to make flower crowns. Here's Neon and Kel holding Mari's example. It looks perfect, doesn't it? If only Mari thought so too. Oh. Omori and Kel gave up making flower crowns and ran off, but Aubrey and I got the hang of it really fast. Everyone thinks a flower crown really suits me. Maybe just a flower is okay. Hiro's still making his flower crown. It's taking him a little while, but he's still getting there. You have to admire his persistence. It's raining super hard today. The rain always seems to come out of nowhere during springtime. Aubrey asked me to take a picture of her with her new raincoat. It's her favorite color, pink. Aubrey won't let Kel under the umbrella, but Kel seems to be taking it just fine. He says he likes how the rain tastes. And he's drinking the water. Great. It's been pretty busy with school lately, but we finally made time together and go to the park today. Here's Kel hanging by his legs off a tree. He's such a good climber. I wish I was as fearless as him. Mari bought everyone popsicles, one of every flavor. Leon got lemon, Hiro got root beer, Kel got orange, Aubrey got watermelon, and Mari got grape. Mine was banana. Banana. It tasted okay. All of our shoes in a circle. Can you guess whose shoes are whose? It's the first day of summer vacation, so we all wanted to celebrate by going to the beach. Watermelon is Aubrey's favorite. Cal cooling off with some refreshing orange juice. Orange Joe, excuse me. I shouldn't get too close or he might get my camera wet. Cal's known to spill his drinks. We buried Omori in the sand. It took forever, but he looks like he's enjoying himself. Wonder if he's going to need help getting out. I guess I'll keep him company until then. Mari says she wants to get a summer tan. I'm scared to fall asleep in the sun since I get sunburned real easy. I'm not sure what Kel is doing here, but he probably had a good time. Hiro sleeping on Mari. He's all tired out from swimming. Well, it seems like Mari won't be able to get her suntan after all. Yeah, Hiro and Mari for sure. We're about to head home, but I managed to catch one last photo with Mari and Hiro. They look so happy, a match made in heaven. Dun dun dun! Yay, Omori is turning 12 today. Even though me, Neon, Aubrey, and Kel are in the same school year, Omori is younger than all of us. He's the baby of the group, so we have to take care of him. Omori holding a super huge present for Mari and Hiro. I wonder what it is. You can't really tell from the photo, but Mari and Hiro got Omori a giant building block set. Omori seemed more interested in the box, though. He acts like Mari's new kitten. Meow wow. Aw, and then he fell asleep in it, holding the kitty. We're going beetle catching today. Here's Cal's ready to pounce on his next victim. Oh, and Omori's there too. He looks kind of sleepy. Mari said this beetle is a giant stag. It suddenly fell from a tree and surprised everyone. Hero's too grossed out to look. Ta-da! All summer we've been working on a treehouse in Omori's backyard until it's finally finished. Hiro and his dad did most of the work, but Aubrey and I made paper plants to put in the windowsill. We all did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. I went to the bathroom and came back to this photo. All of us hanging out in our brand new treehouse. Looks like Omori is finally reading that book I showed him. I want to spend every day in here, but it's a shame that summer vacation is almost over. I hope we get to use this treehouse more next summer. We went to Hobbies to read the latest edition of Captain Spaceboy. Everyone is so into it right now. I'm sure it's all anyone is going to be talking about once school starts. I'm playing cards with Cal, Hiro, and Aubrey. They're so easy to read, they can't hide anything on their faces. Mari baked everyone cookies from scratch. They were chocolate chip and super delicious, like always. Oh, I didn't mean to read that again, excuse me. Looks like I have a winning hand. It's the first day of school today. Me, Omori, Cal, and Aubrey are up bright and early. Aubrey is so photogenic. Sigh, goodbye summer, until next year. Omori giving Mari a big hug. Mari doesn't seem come home until late now because she's taking extra classes to prepare for college. Me and Omori have been hanging out a lot, but I'm sure he still misses her a lot. Mari practicing her part for a big recital next month. We're all going to go watch. It's going to be Mari and Omori's first performance together, but I know they'll do just fine. We all will be showing our big support from the audience. Mari getting a little camera shy, but she's made a small mistake. Don't worry, Mari, just keep going. No one will notice. After some begging, Omori came to join Mari for recital practice. They're still working out some stuff, but they already sound so amazing. I know they're going to do great. Well, that was really cute. I'm glad I read it. Are you done looking at the photo album? Yes. Oh, Mari, I miss her so much. I miss her too. Hey, come on guys, why the long faces? Look at us back together again. Mari would be so happy for us. Yeah, right. You're right, excuse me. She would be. If only Basil could be here too. What's up? Ba-ba-ba-down. Are we gonna cast a resurrection spell? Ooh. Aww. You know, after everyone drifted apart, I felt so alone. But now I realize that I was the one who was pushing everyone away. In the next few months after Mari died, everything changed so fast. Omori and Basil became more closed off. Cal made a bunch of friends playing sports, and Hiro always seemed to be busy studying. I was so angry at how life kept moving on. I felt like everyone abandoned me, and abandoned Mari too. But I couldn't see that everyone was dealing with the pain in their own way. After Omori stopped coming to school, I saw Basil sitting alone during lunch. So I asked him if he wanted to study together at his house. He seemed kind of uneasy about it at first, but after I begged him, he agreed. The walk there was really quiet. Basil wouldn't even look at me. And when we got to his room, I tried to talk to him, but he said he had to go to the bathroom and ran off. That's when I spotted his old photo album on his bookshelf. I just wanted to go through the photos because, well, I guess I just wanted to see everyone happy again. But when I opened it, Basil had blacked out all the photos with markers. I couldn't believe it. He even blacked out Mari's face. All of our memories together. It felt like he had destroyed them. I'm so confused and angry. I thought he was such a nutcase. So instead of trying to understand him, I stole his photo album and started calling him creep and things like that. Eventually, I wasn't the only one calling him names. I felt like scum for that now. But you know what? Ever since then, all I've been doing is trying to cut myself off from everyone. It's kind of funny. What I've been doing is worse than what Basil did, yet I'm the one who's angry at him. I'm such an idiot. Hey, it's okay, Aubrey. We've all made mistakes. GTP, I didn't realize how dark this story was gonna get. I didn't want that name attached to this character. And we talked about that though. It's cool though. At the time I didn't really understand what was happening. I was afraid that I'd somehow make things worse. So I just decided to stay out of all of it. I'm really sorry, Aubrey. And I'm sorry to you too, Omori. I was a pretty crappy friend. You were still pretty young then, Cal, but I'm the oldest, so I should have known to take care of everyone. No, it's fine. Everyone's here now, so it's okay. I don't deserve friends like you. Oh my goodness. Don't be silly, Aubrey. Of course you do. During all this time, it's pretty obvious that you still cared about us. I mean, just look at this photo album. The photos in the photo album. There's no trace of any of the black marks you were talking about anywhere. You can see all of our faces just fine. I don't suppose they all just cleaned themselves, did they? It's alright, Aubrey. I promise from now on I'll always be there for you. Yeah, I promise too. We should all be here for each other. It's okay, GTP, but thank you. Hey, you know what? I think this is the perfect time for a big group hug. Group hug! Group makeout session. Ready or not, here we come. Aww. So cute. So sweet. We should go see Basil. I need to apologize to him, and I think right now, he's probably the one that needs us the most. Assume the position! Boop boop! And they all just get in their little train. I hope they all go chugga 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 while they walk through. Chugga 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 woo woo. Granny, get out of the middle of the road! Granny! Oh. Imaginary Granny? I'm not beating up people, GTP. Oh, thank goodness you guys came back. Is something wrong? Well, Basil's back home, but he's not talking to me. Oh no. Is there anything we can do to help? It's a bit hard to say right now. When Basil came back, he went straight to his room and locked the door. I haven't been able to get a word out of him since. Maybe he just needs some time alone, but I don't know. I'm just worried. Could you guys try to talk to him? Of course. We'll do whatever we can to help. Thank you, everyone. Feel free to come in whenever you're ready. I am scared that she is going to be not on the ground. Hello, room service. Hi, Basil. It's Hero. I'm here with Kel, Aubrey, and Omori. We're all here to see you. Is there anything we can do to help? We just wanted to let you know that we're here. Let us know if you need anything, okay? Tell her you love her! Or him, you love him. Sigh. Maybe he just needs some time to himself. I'm really sorry to bother you. Don't worry about it, Polly. We've all been there before. I've learned everything these past few days. It's that friends should be there for each other. Hey, Basil. This is Aubrey. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for the way I've been treating you. Will you please say something? We just want to know that you're okay. Thank you for redeeming Super Nothing GTP as your reward. Big Mouse Mode. I think we should stay here for him. Yeah, last time we made all the mistakes of leaving each other when we needed each other the most. This time, we'll stay together. Ollie, do you think we can sleep here for the night? Oh, you are all so kind. Of course you can stay over. I think Basil would really appreciate that. I know it. I think Basil would appreciate 4 barely friends anymore sleeping in front of his door all night so he can't go pee-pee. I call the couch. This is all happening so fast. Okay, then since Cal wants the couch, everyone else can have a quilt. We have a lot of those. I'll go grab them now. Why do you get the couch? Do you think these luscious lumps can sleep on the floor? Posh. Well, duh, it's because I called it first. Ow, that hurt. A bonsai tray. A toilet! Toilet. 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 Yeah, I'll put Miss Mouse back on chat. Very funny. Do you want to hang out with your friends? Of course I want to hang out with my friends. Kel did not get the couch after all. Cookies. Are those cookies? I think those are... I don't know. Maybe they are cookies. Yeah, those are stacks of cookies. Kel really didn't get the couch after all. Hey, Omori, I know this probably wasn't the last night in town you were expecting, but I just want you to know that even though you're moving away tomorrow, we'll always be friends. That's so cheesy, Hero. Why don't you just make out already? Hey, I'm just saying what I'm thinking. Hero's always been such a big softie. Just like you, Aubrey. What did you say? Oh, and goodness. I'm gonna shut you up right the fuck now. It's nice to hang out like this again. I've been so busy with school and studying, I don't really have time to make friends anymore. Well, you'll always have us, I guess. Bitch. See, I was right. Look who's the softie now. But yeah, it's true. I know we'll always be there for each other. Just like I know that Mari's still here with us too. No, I hope we'll be able to see Basil before you leave tomorrow. It would be nice to have a proper goodbye. Yeah. Man, I'm getting sleepy. Says Kel. And of course Kel follows with us. What the? Is he asleep already? Yep, that's Cal for you. That's part of him has changed a bit. Hey, Omori, thank you for everything. It's probably been tough to leave your house after all this time, but I really appreciate you doing this for us. And hey, tomorrow's the big day. I hope you're not too worried about moving to a new place. If anything, you got us. Life gets better. You just have to stay positive. Man, I wonder how different this would have turned out if I just stayed in the house the whole night. Life gets better, huh? Hey, Omori, after you move away, you should, like, maybe come visit once in a while or something. Yeah, for orgies and sandwiches. Or maybe we could all go to the park and have an orgy at the beach. Or just sit at home and watch TV. Who knows? You can do anything. That sounds kind of nice. Do you think my new friends can come too? Of course they can, Aubrey. You don't have to ask. Don't draw on my face while I sleep, GTP. That's rude. The more the merrier, after all. Come on, guys. It's time to sleep already. Yeah. Good night, guys. Good night, Cal. Good night, Aubrey. Good night, Omori. Good night, Moon. Good night, Sun. Good night, stars, and good night, cars. Good night, blankets. Good night, pillows. Good night, rockets, and good night, Zillow. Good night, mouse. Good night, house. Alright, I'm done with this stupid joke. Ooh. Don't worry. Oh boy. Presentation time. Everything is going to be okay. I seem to have the inkling that it will not be okay. Oh. Yeah, a tornado of eyeballs. Will you forgive me? Forgive you? My best friend. Please. What? Oh, white space is empty this time. Hello, it's me again. Sweating bullets. Nothing but static. A light bulb hanging from the ceiling. Do you want to destroy it? It's Macho Man Randy Savage! Something drags Omori into the shadows. Something drags Omori into the shadows. Takes 30 damage. Something taunts. Something drags him more into the shadows. Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess we just don't do damage. We're just sort of reliving our fears. And then focus. Whoa. So, like, I get, like, we're fighting our fears all at once or whatever, or, like, our collective consciousness as our adult selves as opposed to our kid selves. Well, we were fighting as our adult selves earlier. We are fighting all the spooky monsters at GTP. What is this? Did we fight this before and I just don't remember? Are we like focusing in on Oh no. Oh no. That is the ghost thing from the door. GTP, the thing you would see like in the mirror when you look in the mirror in the bathroom at night. Oh, okay, GTP, sorry. Your fingers won't stop trembling. You keep persisting. I guess this is... I guess this could be also like, this could either be Mari, or this could be like you remembering trying to swim for, Basil. Oh, we learned to overcome. I wish I'd learned that one in real life. Not so funny. It's a light bulb, but better. It's light bulb 2.0. Whoa. Oh, maybe we present this to Basil so they can think better. I hate how big Miss Mouse is. Hold on. There we go. Is this our subconscious? We can't run. And I don't think going this way does much. Yeah. Go this way or perish. So goofy. Gwonk. More trees. Gwonk. You're finally here, Omori. I've always dreamed that you would come back for me, but maybe it's too late. The truth of that day will be hard to accept. When you see it, you have to stay strong. And if you can, please forgive me. You got Basil's photo album. Alright, well, I'm gonna save here. Just in case I fall asleep on stream. What I'm famous for doing, of course. You open, okay, so Basil opens the sliding glass door. Oh wait, was that it? Okay. My only daughter is gone, and you're my only son. I can't lose you as well. Okay. All right. These are some very unclear photos. Do we have to read about these photos too? Oh, that's probably the mom freaking out about her daughter. Am I blind? Oh, okay. Alright. Losing a kid in general is way harder than most deaths, because you expect to outlive your kid. Wait, what is this one? You see 3 kids in one toast? Aw. So they're all just like watching constant memory rewinds of the childhood. Alright. Didn't see a door in there. But that door is locked, so... There's one that's leaking. Am I that blind? I might be blind. That's it. Oh, that one's not breathing. Oh no. Plant doesn't have anything in it. What is going on right now? The door is locked. The door is locked. And let me guess. The door is locked. I'm not sure what this photo is of. Wait. Did Basil push her down the stairs? Omori, don't worry. Everything is going to be okay. GTP, I'm going to figure it out. Don't worry. What's with this monkey paw shit? Please don't take away my thumb. Oh, my thumb! Omori did it? No, wait a minute. That doesn't add up to 7 here. You want to screw in the light bulb? Yeah. I can't believe it. Wow, Omori is the one who pushed her down the stairs. And Basil somehow knows? That's insane. Oh, don't be sorry, GDP. I do want to, like, find out on my own, though. So, like... Wow. He accidentally knocks her down the stairs. and then tries to play it off as a suicide? Oh no, Omori. Omori, why? And why does Basil know? Oh. Are these real photos? Or is this like the dark depths of his memory? So there's photographic evidence of what happened. Oh no. Omori. Wow. What a twist. Oh, so she accidentally broke his violin, or did it on purpose. And like, he couldn't believe what just happened. So he dragged her outside. Basil couldn't believe what was happening. And oh man. Wait, was she still alive? They finished the job on accident? Hold on, I want to save. That's really freaky. I do want to save Basil. Basil. Oh my lord. Omori, it's just you. I'm glad you came. It's so good to see you. I came to you that day, the day Mari died. When Mari fell, you couldn't have done it. There was something behind you, wasn't it? You're a good person, Omori. I know you're a good person. A good person wouldn't do something like that. After all this time, you finally come back for me. But tomorrow, you're going away. How could you do that? That means, Omori, that means, that's mean. Oh, that's mean. There's something all around us now. Can you see it? There's no way out of this, is there? Where are you going? Stop trying to leave me. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I didn't hit any buttons though. I don't want to be alone. Not again. You can't leave me again. No, you wouldn't leave me. That's not like you. It's not something, it's something behind you again, isn't it? Ah, there it is now. Do you see it? Stay away from Omori. I'll protect you no matter what. You can count on me. When something killed Mari, when something ruined all my photos, I didn't say anything. I didn't want people to think it was you. Omori wouldn't do something like that. Don't worry, I'll save you again. Something behind you, I'll get rid of it once and for all. Don't be scared. I'm scared too, but this is for the best. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Whoa. You tried to calm down, but your lungs fought to breathe. You want to run. No, I don't. You tried to persist, but you couldn't hold steady. Omori, there's no way out of this, is there? You tried to focus, but nausea overwhelmed you. You want to run. Tell me, Omori, am I selfish doing this? You want to run? Do you hate me? I don't hate you. Is this not doing what I think it's doing? Okay, I'll stop. Wait, I can almost do that. Stop struggling, Omori. I'm so tired. Oh. I see. Everything is going to be okay, said our little heart monitor thingy. That was cool. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Why are we fighting? I don't understand what's going on though. Why are we punching Basil? No, GTP, I don't want you to explain, but thank you. Why won't you stop? Oop. Oh, Lord. was creepy. That was uncomforting. I don't think the direction matters. Oh. Time to follow the kitty. Oh no. Hi. You found your way back home. I don't know if we ever said this properly, but I'm sorry for causing you so much trouble. When I gave you my photo album, I really did want you to have it, but somehow, whenever I try to help, I always end up burning you instead. Even back then. All this pain where we've been feeling, the guilt in our hearts, even if you try to ball it all up, it comes out somehow. I want you to say that everything will be okay, that we have no choice but to carry on. But that's up to you. Omori, Kel, and Hiro are good friends. You have to trust that they'll forgive us. It's hard to truly believe that, but the photo in our albums are just not just photos, they're real memories. Our memories. It's proof of our friendship. Hold those photos close and remember what you want to protect. I'm sorry, it looks like I'm burning you again. The path to your future will open soon, but only you can decide what to do in the end. It's not much, but I'll be cheering you on. Hug. There you go. Omori, let's make some new memories together, okay? So sweet. Don't forget it's in the toy box. Yeah, GTP. Dang, our mom's hot. Our dad's hot too. Or are we supposed to follow the piano music? Oh, I see, GTP. I don't want her to, though. Omori, it's almost time. You've been through a lot these past few days. You must be tired. We all make mistakes. You've been running from this one for years. It's tough to own up to them sometimes, but you'll forgive yourself, won't you? You can do this, Omori. You're working really hard to get to this point. There's only one thing left to do now. Know that I'll always be watching over you, okay? As long as you remember, I'll be here. Oh. I have a feeling I know what happens here, but... Oh wait, is it in this room? The room we, like, never went in? Yeah, I'll unlock the toy box. Oh. That makes more sense. Omori is sketched across the center, huh? Why would switching sides of the room change how you sleep? Well, cats don't live that long in GTP, that's not shocking. Play the sheet. With what violin, GTP? Whoa. Dude, I just want to know what's going on. Yes, I just got what I needed. Oh, my hand doesn't look good. You can't just tell people that, Cal. You have to keep a good poker face. When did you get behind me, Mari? I just got here, silly. I brought cookies for everyone. Basil, are you taking photos? Oh, yeah. Don't take a photo when I'm shining like this. Oh, don't be so dramatic, Cal. It's just a card game. Another photo? And what's so funny anyway? Something you're not telling us, Basil? Don't worry about it. You'll find out soon enough. An ace and an ace. Why are they playing blackjack? Don't look. It's too horrible. The pain. Oh, I'm over here. You look at Basil's hand. Yep. Yeah, I want to go. I've got a losing hand over here. I don't want to stay. The violin mended a part of itself? That's not how violins work. This game I've loved, but I'm also very excited for the end. Oh no, GTP, I certainly understand. Trust me, I understand. We're reliving the memories from the photo album. I get it. I just... I want bloodshed, I want combat. It is I, thine who requires thou diligent punching. How many people think you think actually save here? I doubt any. Why are we only remembering food? We only remember food. We're like friends? Nah. Food? Hell yeah. Boopa doopa doopo. Looks like everyone fell asleep. I guess it's just the three of us now. Everyone must be sleeping after such a big meal. Thank you for cooking for all of us. There's more food! It's all food! The whole point of Omori was food. I'm glad you're using your camera more now, Basil. You seem to be enjoying your new hobby. Yeah, I guess it's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. There's something strange in the photo. Hector, how could you? Biting my photos. So cute. Alright. How the heck am I supposed to get out of here? I've been cornered. Mari's cookies. And I ate one. Oh. Cookie. Cookies. Eat all the cookies. Eat all the cookies. Eat all the cookies. I don't think they're actually going away. That's too bad. Dog. I see water. Oh, there is dog. You made poopy. Doggy made poopy. And I stepped in it on purpose. Because I thought it would stop me from stepping in it. Oh, good. We remembered Mori's lap instead of a freaking food item again. Or dog poop. Certainly better than remembering dog poop. Dog poop. Ba-da-da-bum. I'm all wet and sticky. Well. Do you like it? It's my favorite color. Pink. No, it's not, Cal. Blah, blah, blah. Kids arguing about colors. Tired? I'm a little tired. I want to get... I know I'm close to the end of this game. So I at least want to just beat this game tonight. I want to get there. And then maybe later this weekend. Play a bunch of Isaac and pick a new game to stream. This is certainly not the easier route to go. Remember the sound of falling rain. Okay, good. It's not all food. Omori is not about food. I mean, I know there's a lot of photos, but this is just so excessive. Are you sure you don't want to be a photo? Omori's a bit camera shy. We all have those days, don't we? Aww, it's the birthday. What do you wish you're gonna make? You can't ask that, Aubrey, or else it won't come true. Huh? Is that how it works? In that case, I wish Kel would get straight A's in school. Hey, you can't do that. A wish? Well, what else should I wish for? Everything I could want right now. Right here. Oh, I know. I think I'll wish for a gigantic ass. Just kidding, it's a secret. Oh, I want to know though. Because if we don't hurry, the candles are gonna melt. Are we all going to sing? Oh no. You can't say the birthday song, you get demonetized. I can't sing this! I'll get demonetized! No. Good thing I did. I took my little brother to a Mexican restaurant for his birthday today. And they sung him Feliz Cumpleaños. It was nice. Oh, you made one too? You wish for everyone to be happy. Oh, Mori's such a sweetheart. Can the violin just be fixed though? Can we just get there? Wow, new basketball? Thanks, bro. No problem, Cal. You can thank me by doing a little better in school. Sure, you bet. Okay, Omori, it's time for you to open to your present. This year, you just got one present from all of us. It's probably doesn't look like much, but we all have saved up for it. Yeah, me and Basil even started selling cookies and lemonade in the summer. And Mari and I took a job in the bakery for a while, if you remember. And me, I delivered newspapers every morning for like 3 months. You know how much I hate mornings. You know, this might be a lot of pressure, but it's been a while since you quit playing the violin. Mari told us about you always sit in the room with her when she's practicing the piano. And it was even that one time we caught you trying to play your old mini violin, even though it was too small for you. Anyway, this was Basil's idea, but we all decided to pitch in for a really nice one. So, yeah, we hope you like it. This is from all of us to you. Oh, no wonder. Oh, it's your very own violin. Well, first of all, I mean, a nice violin is gonna cost you like $1,200. A decent violin is gonna cost you like $480. But still, yeah, that is so sweet. All these kids pitched in to get him a violin. That is amazing. Wow. What friends. Wow. Remember the anxious feeling in your heart as you played in the first note of your new violin. That it scared you, but you didn't mind because they believed in you. And no matter what, you didn't want to disappoint them because they were your friends. The violin regained its shape. Yeah, GTP, but it really matters, like, how old the violin is. Because an instrument has to mature, like the wood has to mature. So you don't even really want to buy a new violin. You want to buy a used violin. Because it's probably, the sound's probably matured already at that point. It can take a bass, a double bass, 100 years for it to sound and mature. After this point, it's going to be up to you. You know, before we met, I had a lot of trouble fitting in. Even after we all became friends, I always assumed you were going to leave me eventually. But when the others were busy doing things, you always seemed to have time for me. You listened to me talk for hours and hours. I could always rely on you to do that. I know we've missed out on each other for the past few years, but it doesn't have to stay that way. People always tell me that I'm dense or that I'm careless, but I'll always be here if you're okay with that. Omori, we know that you're not someone who likes to take the lead. This has been really hard for you. But you have to put a little bit of trust in us too. Just because you've done something bad doesn't make you bad. You've had to live with this pain for so long, and you've been keeping it all inside. It might be easier to ignore your problems, but it's okay to cry about them too. Damn, they forgave us! There's more good times to come. Life gets better, and you can be the one to make that better. Wow! Oh, and they grew up. Whatever happens next is going to be your call. But we're here for you just because you... Oh. And we really hope this isn't goodbye. No matter how far you push your feelings down, they'll always come back somehow. And what do you do with those feelings? That will be your truth. Hey, Omori, break a leg for me, alright? Wow. We believe in you, Omori. Oh, I know it's not real, GTP. But wow. The stage is ready for you. Do you want to play the violin? Oh my gosh, is this gonna be like a DDR style boss? That'd be cool. Drum roll. I broke Bubbles' neck doing that. I don't think it was that hard to get the true ending GTP. Focus, Omori. Overcome. Persist. Whatever the fourth move we learned was. There was focus, calm down, persist, and overcome. Those were the four. I think I just forgot calm down. None of my other buttons are working. I'm just walking. I'm just walking, and I'm 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 walking. Let me see you walk, baby, walk, baby, walk, baby, walk, baby, walk, baby, walk, baby. Let me see you walk, baby, walk, baby. Like no other buttons are doing anything. You just walk, baby, walk, baby, walk, baby. What? Yeah, no, there's no menu. There's literally nothing. Like, I've got no buttons. Keep going right. I can try keep going right. This seems like a long time to go, though, without any interaction, eh? Why would they do this to me? Why would it be an endless path of pain? I'm just like checking the keyboard's not doing anything either. Well, ask me anything. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'm gonna just try going to the right for a while. Productive. I don't know. Oh, there's the... Finally. Why was that so hard? Hello, me. It's me again. Ba-doo-boo. Are we gonna duke it out? Mano y mano? Why is it silent? Dang, he sighs hard. But we size harder, boy. And I take an encore. Do not give up. I could never. This is a really cool final boss. Friends are supposed to be there for each other. Wait. There's no way that's it. Omori did not succumb. Of course he did not. Oh no. Oh, wow. Okay, that's just what we're doing here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. You've caused so much suffering, yet you do nothing, and you've not earned nothing in return. This summer on NBC Super Slammy, my own whammy. Remember Aubrey's wish. I hope you can find some peace. Or, you know, some happiness. Oh, goodness. You better kick this loser's butt. Thank you, GTP. Your friends will never forgive you. They'll abandon you like you did them. And that's what you deserve. Omori did not succumb. I give myself an encore. Ew, the hands! Why is it always the hands? Is it piano hands? Is that why? You tell yourself that you don't want to burden others, but the truth is that you're selfish. You don't want people to depend on you. You remember Hero's promise. Last time we made the mistake of leaving each other when we needed each other most. This time, we'll stay together. What do you think about others? How long are you going to let people take care of you? You said you care, but you're a liar. You have never done anything for anyone else. You're useless. Less than useless. You're sick. Bonk. People like you don't deserve to live. Nice, nice. Bonk, bonk, bonk. People like you don't deserve to live. Omori did not succumb. Is there gonna be more hands? Oh. Oh Lord. What am I looking at? Your friends are wrong about you. The person they loved isn't you at all. You let them believe in a lie to protect yourself. You remember Basil's hope. Maybe one day, things can go back to the way they were before. You're nothing but a liar, and when they see the truth, they'll hurt you as you hate yourself. Dang! He did like half my health in one attack. If they knew the truth, you'd never be able to regain their trust. No matter what you did, it would be hopeless. All you do is make things worse. It would be better just to die. Oh. Are these numbers just for show? Are these numbers all just for show? Like how much of this is just for show? Remember Omori's request. You'll forgive yourself. Won't you, Omori? You killed Mari. She loved you and you killed her. Oh my. Hero loved her and you killed her. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Mori gathered himself. He was afraid. Aubrey loved her and you killed her. Gosh, I played a song like this in college. No joke. I played a song very similar to this on double bass. It was freaky. That was really fun. But man, it's certainly an experience to be on the other side. Listen to this. Basil loved her and you killed her. You loved her and you killed her. Oh. The song is really cool though. I know what it takes to make something like this. You loved her and you killed her. I didn't mean to hit run anyway. Omori stabs Omori right in the heart. You should just die. Don't give up. Okay. Okay, GTP, I believe you. But I did just die. So, you know. Oh, I see. Hold on. Do you want to continue? Yeah. Is the right game displaying? Oh. Whoa. Yeah. That's so cool. This is such a beautiful ending. Wow. That's very beautiful too, that Omori playing the violin fell into Omori with the knife. It was way harder for him to do the right thing than to cut himself from society. But once he did it, he knew it was time to follow the right path. That's beautiful. Wow. Just wow. No hesitation. Oh. So Basil did attack us. Wow. Dang, we walk fast for a guy just coming out of the hospital. I'm so glad I played this game too. Oh. No, we're not in make-believe land. Thanks, GTP. I actually would rather go see Basil first. Basil's this way. I know Basil needs a friend. Wow. I have to tell you something. Oh no. He tells them the truth in front of Basil. Wow. What a game. What a statement. No, that was great. I have no regrets playing this game. I loved every minute of it. I hope you did too. I know this is outside of my normal gameplay. Outside of what I normally do. To counteract that, I think I'm going to follow this up with a Lego game. As goofy, as that sounds, I'm thinking either a Lego game or a new roguelike. Oh, add perfect GTP, always. Special thanks you, classic. The only thing they fear is me. Thanks for playing.